Picture this, a world where magic isn't make-believe, but real. Imagine living in a time where the supernatural was woven into the very fabric of daily life. For the Vikings, magic wasn't something separate, like in fairy tales. It was an integral part of their existence, influencing their actions and beliefs. It was a big part of their everyday lives. From the moment they woke up to the time they went to sleep, magic was always present. They believed in spirits and powerful forces all around them, some helpful, some not so much. These forces could be called upon for guidance or protection. Vikings had lots of words for magic, which shows how important it was. Their language was rich, with terms that described different kinds of magical practices. One word was Seidr, a strong magic used to see the future. Seers, often women, would enter trances to gain insights and predict events. Another was Gulda, which used spells and charms for protection or to cause bad luck to enemies. And these spells were often chanted or sung. Magic was everywhere in Viking society, in wars, religious ceremonies, and even daily life. It was a tool for survival and success. Farmers might use magic for a good harvest, invoking the spirits of the land to ensure their crops would grow strong and healthy. And warriors might use charms for protection in battle. These charms were believed to shield them from harm and bring victory. Magic was as normal to them as the sea and the sky. It was an essential part of their world, shaping their lives and destinies. In the Viking magic world, the Volva were special. These women were not just ordinary members of their communities, they held a unique and revered position. These powerful female shamans were both respected and a little scary. Their abilities to connect with the spiritual realm made them both awe-inspiring and intimidating. They could see what was going to happen and even change people's fates. Their visions and prophecies were sought after by many, from common folk to chieftains. Imagine having a big decision to make. Wouldn't you ask a Volva for help? Their guidance was invaluable, especially in times of uncertainty and crisis. The Volva performed special rituals with chanting and trances. These ceremonies were elaborate and filled with symbolic actions that connected them to the divine. They used special staffs and wore unique clothes, setting them apart. Their attire and tools were not just for show, they held deep spiritual significance. They were powerful women in a time when men usually held most of the power. Their influence extended beyond the spiritual, impacting social and political spheres. They held secrets and understood the hidden forces of the universe. Their knowledge was vast, encompassing both the mystical and the practical. The Volva's power wasn't just magic, it was a knowledge too. They were scholars in their own right, preserving and passing down ancient wisdom. They were like walking history books, sharing ancient stories and wisdom passed down for generations. Their tales were not just entertainment, but lessons and moral guides. They were important figures in Viking society, the historians, the storytellers, the wise women. Their roles were multifaceted, making them indispensable to their communities. Viking magic wasn't always about healing and good luck. There was a dark side too, with curses and bad spirits. This darker magic was scary and often used for revenge or to get ahead. Imagine the fear of being cursed by a powerful sorcerer. Vikings also made animal sacrifices called blots to please the gods and get their help. These rituals were sometimes bloody and intense, showing us a different side of the Vikings. They weren't afraid of the darker things in life. The scariest magic was called Seidr. It was powerful and dangerous, used for good or evil. It's even said that Odin, the most important god, learned Seidr from the goddess Freyja. When Christianity started to spread across Europe, it clashed with the old Viking ways, creating a significant cultural upheaval. The Christian missionaries thought Viking magic was evil, the work of the devil, and sought to eradicate these ancient practices. And they wanted the Vikings to become Christians, which meant getting rid of their old beliefs and traditions that had been passed down for generations. It was a time of big change as entire communities began to adopt the new faith, transforming their way of life. Slowly, Vikings converted to Christianity, but the old beliefs didn't disappear easily. They lingered in the shadows of their new faith. These ancient beliefs stayed hidden like a secret, living on in folklore and superstitions even today, influencing modern Scandinavian culture. They remind us how powerful magic seemed to them, a force that shaped their understanding of the world. The clash between Christianity and Viking magic was like two different worlds colliding, the old and the new, each struggling for dominance. In the end, Christianity won, but the old ways left their mark on the Vikings and still fascinate us today, a testament to their enduring legacy.